Howdy, I'm Matt, and in this episode we have a shed load of stuff to get unboxed, and it's all RC stuff. So if you're into RC, then I think that you might like this little unboxing or unbagging series, as the case may be. Now, this is a collection of mail which has just been collecting here, and I've just not got round to opening up over the past couple of, or about a week actually. Again, if you think about it, I'm preparing for a collection of different projects at the moment, so yeah. Anyway, let's not hang around. What I'm going to do is unbag and unbox everything which I've got here. We'll have a chit chat while we're at it, so pull your chair a little bit closer, sit that iPad on your lap, and dive in. We're going to have a quick nose. Now, first one's always a good one, because when we get stickers on there warning of Lion or LiPo, that means it's going to be pretty cool. What's in here? Now, that's going to get down again. I'm super careful with the knife to get in here, because number one, it's a bloody sharp knife, and number two, as we already know, there's a LiPo in here somewhere, so we do need to go careful of that. So I'm going to be ever so careful with the unboxing and whatnot, and shut the bits over the side. So tell you what, let's start with the battery. This is the Multi-Star 5200 4S pack, 10C. Absolutely fantastic battery packs, to say the least. They are absolutely brilliant. I saw that they'd gone on sale again, and I've picked another pack up for I think about £22, something like that. Now, that is also worth pointing out, everything which you see here was bought out of my own money. Keep that in the back of your mind. None of this was freebies for reviews, and I can now tell you this is the 6 Multi-Star 5200 4S pack, which I own, because they are so bloody good. Absolutely brilliant things. So what I'll do on this one is that I'll write the date on the end of when it arrived, and I'll put some glass fibre tape up over either end, and then get some fluffy stuff on the bottom. I've got a video on YouTube, and I'll show you how I prepare my batteries. So we're going to put that one to one side. Again, not that worried about the packaging. Those of you which have seen the series on laminating, I ran out of white laminate. This is a replacement roll for it. I can't remember how much it was. I'll say a tenner, but it could have been more. Probably was more, to say the least. So that's going to go up underneath the desk. Brilliant stuff. It's very, very temperature sensitive, to say the least. Now, like I said, I do have a few bags and boxes of stuff here, so we are going to work our way through it. Now, I didn't buy any foam or models from HobbyKing this time around, well, mainly because nothing was on offer and nothing really took my fancy, to be honest. But I did pick up a collection of Turnigy TG9Z servos, which, I'm going to be brutally honest with you, look cheap and nasty, and I can't remember how much I paid for them. In fact, why don't I just try out my new little zoom tool? Where's it going to zoom into? Ah, there we go, there's the zoom in tool. I don't know if you can see there inside that servo. It looks all plastic gears, and yeah, at least you know it's dirty plastic gears, put it that way. Hey ho, so let's zoom back out again. So yeah, some TG9Z servos, mainly bought them because they were cheaper, should I say. I'm going to put these to one side. In fact, I probably should start sticking these things in one box, and then I can tidy them up here afterwards. So yeah, stick those in the box. Yeah, I bought 6 of those, I think, for a couple of little projects which I've got in. Again, I needed the servos quick. Normally I prefer the the Tower Pro MG90S, because they are metal geared and cheaper than the cheap HobbyKing ones. Work that out. Hey ho. Right, moving back onto topic. Let's put these in order. I've bought 2 more of the HobbyKing, and in fact I'll open these up so you can see which ones they are. They are the HobbyKing 30 amp 3 amp BEC ESCs. Absolutely brilliant ESCs, to say the least. I know they're only rated to 30 amps, but in like the Micro Sky Mounter, when I got that DYS fire motor on the back, I spank its nuts off on 4S, and the little poor ESC, one of these in it, must be absolutely cooking, because it's pulling away over 30 amps on 4S, and it still goes on and it still fights to play another day. So yeah, absolutely impressed with these blue little HobbyKing 30 amp ESCs. They have been absolutely, I can't tell you how many I've bought. I've bought a lot of them, put it that way. They are that good. I did pick up a blue 40 amp one. That's the HobbyKing 40 amp S-Spec. Yeah, just straightforward ones. Hope that's coming out there okay. I've used those before. They've been really good as well. And again, I've had the bigger 60 amp blue ESCs, HobbyKing one, and they've been absolutely awful. I've gone through several of those. They've broke for one reason or another. Don't rate those, but the red ones are fine. Also picked up 2 more of these. And again, this is for a special project, which you'll see at some point in the future. These are the Turnigy 18 amp ESCs. Again, really nice little ESCs. I've got one of these in the bottom of the Nano Talon. Really good ESCs. Really good ESCs. So I'll chuck those over there. The only thing which I would say are bad about these is the brake's on not by default, so you have to go and put the brake on. So you have to read the instructions, and it's the first lot of beeps. Anyway, that's the only bad thing which I can say about those little ESCs. So HobbyKing was a battery, collection of other small little parts. Now I've got no idea what's going to turn up in here for the rest of these pieces. Well, one of them I've been in. The other one is kind of obvious once you realise what it is. So what have we got in here? Oh yeah! I saw this turn up on Banggood website, and I'll put links to everything which has turned up here in the video description, because I know I'll get asked this and that thing. Anyway, saw this turn up on the HobbyKing, on the Banggood website, and it's a Cobra t-shirt. Now, the one thing which you need to know about ordering clothes from China, especially Banggood, is you take your size and do at least 2 sizes bigger, okay? So if you want a large, then you get 2XL. I think because that side of the world, they're a little bit shorter and a little bit slimmer, and their large is like our child sizes in short. So I've gone for a 2XL, which actually looks like it might fit me. In fact, it actually looks like it might be a little bit too big. Really nice screen print on the front, as I'm sure you can see there. And I did see, Champion on the back. Happy days. So yeah, I think that was $13 or something like that. Anyway, I'm not one for styles, you can imagine, as Matt just wanders around in a hoodie most of the time. Anyway, this one's a curious one, because this turned up via DHL this morning. Bit of a weird one. I can't remember choosing priority on anything, but I may have done. Actually, saying that, I did get a couple of... ignore that bit at the desk. It's a work in progress over there. Anyway, I did have a couple of coupons off Banggood for up to $15 free shipping. So that I might have chosen that for expedited delivery. So I am going a bit careful, because all these things have got my addresses and stuff on. So, and I've just seen it on the opposite side of that one. So we'll see what this is in a moment. And those of you which don't know, is that many moons ago we used to do a daily RC mail, a weekly RC mail episode, where we would go through the RC mail which had turned up during the week. And the reason why I was doing that is because we just don't know, as consumers or RC pilots, what's good and what's not. And that was the main motivation behind doing the daily, the RC mail episodes, because we just didn't know what was going to be good. And this is where we got to share our opinions, and fantastical, brilliant. That's what that was. Yeah, I did use the coupon on that. We get to share our opinions on the stuff which turns up. So if we think about some of the items which we've already been and seen here already, is that I've personally found that we were chatting about the ESCs a few moments ago, which I've just shut down there. Absolutely brilliant. So if you've had a similar experience, please share that with others down in the comments section underneath this video. And of course, if you've had a different experience, then please also share that experience as well, because it's just as valuable. Sometimes the reviews which we see on certain sites can be classed as complete BS, and I'm sure you've seen videos on YouTube as well, which you just know in the back of your head it's complete bullshit. And that's the nice thing is about you get to share your thoughts and your experiences with these different parts. So talking about these parts specifically, these little RaceStar 30 amp ESCs been really good for me. I've used them on the Emma build, the one called Eat My Marrow. Bought 4 of those. The reason why I need 4 of those is because I don't know if you've seen the video or not, give you a little sneak preview. We have a one baby in the house, and in fact, we have two in the house and a little baby twinsu, and I need some tiny little ESCs, and these are going to be perfect. So we get those down in the box. This one's going to be fun. Oh yeah, can you guess what it is yet? Any guesses? Feel free to hit pause right now and let me know in the comment section. I am going to see if I can get it unpackaged in one go. Again, you sure you don't know what it is? Those of you which own a specific white foam model may recognise the size and the shape. It's like a claw. So we can get away from in here. And I'm just trying to go gingerly in here. Like I said, I bought all these bits out of my own money. The last thing I want to do is to ruin them. Have you guessed what it is yet? Yes! It's a spare, which should be a spare set of mini Talon wings, which I picked up for about $20 now. I need to see if I can work my way in here a second, because they really take this box up, to say the blooming least. There was a comment on these, and there was a really shite review about the wings being poorly packaged, so it looks like Banggood have learned from that. So there's one, and to be honest, I'm not going to go on and fight and try and get the other one out, because they really have packaged that up ridiculously well. It's a spare wing for a mini Talon, which is, timing is absolutely perfect. For those of you which have seen the mini Talon tri or triple motor mini Talon, is that Matt actually rolled it today. We were flying across the bar, I was flying across the flight line, the grass is really kind of high, skirting straight across the grass, and I banked it over, and the left wingtip just caught the top of the long grass, and it dug in and then barrel rolled across the grass. Oh, it was brilliant. I wish I got it on camera. It just looked absolutely bloody fantastic, and I've broken a bit of the fuse. Actually, ironically, the wings are alright, but yeah, I didn't think when I was putting the motors on the mini Talon the first time around that it was actually gonna survive, if I'm honest. I thought I was gonna like rip the wings off or do something daft with it, but surprisingly they've kind of lasted. Bit of shock and awe, to be honest. So that was me pre-preparation for some broken wings on the mini Talon. $20. Well, to be honest, I should have bought a whole new kit, because it would only been a little bit more after that sale on Banggood only a short time ago. What else have we got in here? Again, just going careful with the rubbish, get that out of the way. Aha! Run cams. Which run cams you may be wondering? Run cam Mini Swifts, in short. The reason why I'm using these is because the image quality is just as good as the normal Swift. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the voltage display on there, but they're super light. The image quality out of the box is absolutely brilliant, and I think I'm up to 5 of these now. In fact, there's actually one just hiding over here on my desk, which I've been using. I took it out of a model so that I can get it prepared for the little one baby and maybe the little mini twinsu as well. So yeah, again, this is me getting preparing for models, which I'm working on here at the moment. Again, this is the thing, sometimes you need a little bit of prior planning to work out what you need in the future. So yeah, you may be wondering, Matt, why did you end up with, what was it, 2, 3, 4, 5 ESCs? Well, that's me planning projects weeks, if not like a month, or maybe a month and a half in advance. And yeah, preparation is everything, isn't it? So yeah, happy days. Right, what's in here? Looks like we got a bag inside of a bag here, which is a bit peculiar. Again, I'm also wary of these, because sometimes you end up with, address labels and stuff on it. Anyway, right. Can't say, by the way, any of this has been poorly packaged so far. Excuse me. Even those wings which turned up, they were absolutely silly packs. In fact, to the point I'm gonna have to, after I finish doing this video for you, is down there, I'm gonna have to go and sit here and try and get it undone, and try and get in there and try and get the other wing out. So yeah, all good fun. Oh, hello. Hello. You ready for this lot? This one's slightly a bit late, so always check the bags to make sure there isn't anything left over floating around in the bag. So I've just turned that bag inside out. Right, what have we got here? We have got, and again, this was me preparing a short while ago, which is taken, well, it's taken about the same the amount of time which I was expecting, and I've just moved on a bit quicker with one of the projects than what I expected. So let me just get these things sorted out. There should be 4 of those, 6 of those. So the MG90S, the Tower Pro Metal Gear servos, absolutely bloody fantastic servos. Can't rate them enough. They are cheaper than the cheap HobbyKing servos. I use them in every single model where it isn't gonna get like under extreme load. So maybe I should not have put those in the mini Talon. And then thrashed its nuts off. But they've held up well. 6 of those. Happy days. Super chuffed about those. Always buy them in 6s. I think they're about $12 or something like that at the moment. Absolute brilliant value for money. If we then move on, we've got a collection of propellers. Now you'll notice that I bought these propellers from Banggood and not HobbyKing. Now why did I do that? And the simple answer is that they were cheaper on Banggood. If I needed them sooner, then I would have ordered with the HobbyKing order, but I didn't need them in express hurry, so I took my time, paid less, and got them from Banggood. So again, this is me scheduling stuff in the future. So one thing which I was desperately lacking on was some 8x6s, which we've got here. They're the gem fan ones, just the grey ones. And I know some people complain about these things, but they're absolutely fine. Every propeller which I think I've had like one propeller which didn't need balancing, and you've seen how many models I've got. I expect to balance propeller blades. It's part of the hobby. So I've got some 8x6s, I've got some 9x6s, I've got some more 8x6s as well. Again, these things are great, absolutely great. The last time I broke an 8x6 was today, after stuffing the Genesis wing in a tree. Before that, cannot remember is the honest answer. So yeah, good props. They last absolutely ages, but with the creation of the tri-motor mini Talon, I kind of used up all my propellers anyway. And I've also got some black 8x6 E1s as well. And the reason I got those is because I wanted to see what they were like, in short, but they're also 8x6s. And I can't remember what make they were, but they're just black ones. I bought some grey ones, I bought some black ones. What's the difference? Don't fucking know. Propellers are propellers. Oh, what I did buy is some of these, and I'm really chuffed about getting these because they were going to go on the front of the mini Talon. They're just nose cones. So you can see your propeller goes in there, and yeah, it makes it more aerodynamic, makes it look prettier in short. And I did get a collection of different sizes. I got some slightly larger ones. Now what size are these? Oh, that's really nice. They haven't actually marked it. Again, do check the description. The smaller ones I've got probably do... Yeah, I probably would be alright with both of these with 8x6s in short. I was really unsure on the sizes, and because they didn't cost a lot of money, I did buy just 2 of each size on the premise that some of them will fit on there, and again wanted to see what the colours were like as well. So I bought some little nose combs. Again, I don't know how much how more efficient they make a model. In fact, you're adding weight to it, and potentially some which also needs to get balanced, but they do look cool. And they were cheap, so I bought them. So anyway, shut those over there, get them out of the way. Right, only a few packages left. We are making really good headway here today. Right, that's what we got in here. Oh, fantastic! These are 1 billion little sanding twirly things. In fact, perhaps I should zoom in just a touch. And let me click in and we zoom in a little bit tighter. There we go. These are just some little sanding rolls for the Dremel. And I think I also saw in here somewhere. Yes, it's in there. Oh, there's 2 in there. Nice. They were cheap on Banggood, and I do get through a lot of these, to say the least. Basically, you put the little sanding block on top of there. You get a screwdriver on the top, tighten it up, and then you can put that on the Dremel and then sand and shape whatever you need to. Brilliant little things, but I do get fun again. I've only had a couple, like with one of the kits which I bought, and now I've got that many of them. Happy days. So I'm going to stick those in there. They are going to go in the toolbox, or straight in the toolbox, up underneath the desk. So we'll stick that back in there and zoom back out again. Right, what else we got on here? And here, obviously, going a little bit careful with the old craft knife. See what we got in here. Oh, just realised what it is. Do need to go a bit careful with this. These came up cheap on Banggood a short while ago. I think they're rated for 2,500 milliamperes. They were really cheap at the time, and frankly, to be honest, I couldn't. Again, I just couldn't resist because they were cheap. Now, the one thing which I am going to say about, and again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, these are lithium-ion, so Li-ion batteries, and I will be soldering these up. Whoa. Shiny! I will be soldering these up to make, flight packs for the Nano Talon. And again, I've got other Li-ion packs here as well. Yeah, if you want to know how to solder these up, look it up on other YouTube channels. One immediate thing is that you know that there's going to be some charge in this, and they can't be that far off what they've been said, because they've said that these were 2,500 off the top of my head, and there's some real gravity in these batteries. When you pick up one of these Li-ion battery packs, and there's no weight in it at all, and it's really light, it's light as like one of those cheap AA batteries, you know you've been diddled. Okay. Also, with these Li-ion packs, you cannot cram in more than 3,500 milliamperes in them. It's just physically impossible to get any more charge in a battery of this size, which is an 18650. So yeah, they're actually on the money. I bought some off GearBest a while ago, and yeah, they really were not what they said they were. And I quickly look on there. Again, I'll put links to them. They are the INR 18650 30Q Samsung SDI, which I think is coming out okay on there. Happy days. I'm really liking this new camera rig, by the way. Set it up earlier. I had a few bits from Amazon turn up, which I didn't unbox, but you take my word for it, there's 2 new stands and another light, which is just up there. And I'm really liking the little rig which we've got here now. So anyway, one more item. Ooh. Sorry, 2 more items. Brilliant. Don't know what these are. 90-degree video connectors. These are, again, these should be SMA to SMA, and I've been running so short on these. I'm going to put those on the top of the desk because I've got models for those to go immediately into, and yeah. So useful. It means that when you've got your model, you can then put a 90-degree connector on there, and you can then put your antenna straight into the sky, so that you end up with better reception. So anyway, last package, and we are almost done now. I have been into this one, so let's take a quick look. That's why we need to carve our way in. And what have we got on here? Ah, yes, fantastic. Now, I've only heard good things about these infinity battery packs. That's me. And again, this is actually a question for you. Have you heard anything other than good things about these infinity battery packs? Now, these are, I think I paid $20-something each, okay? Give or take a few cents. And let me zoom in here so we can have a chit chat about these, and I'll get it to go in the right way. There we go, a little faster. Right, okay, so these are Infinity 90C 1300 race spec battery packs, and I've only heard good things about these, as in they've been good value for money, and they've lasted a decent amount of time. Now, obviously, if you heard something different and you've had a different experience, please do share that experience with not only me in the comments section underneath this video, but also your fellow pilots as well. Because here's me going, I've bought some of these, I've heard they're good, and I'm going to give them a punt. Do share your experiences, because I do feel that it's us working together as a community. We can work out what is good and what is bad. And like I said, these got a nicer chunk amount of weight in here. Whether they're 90C, I'm not too sure. I've bought these specifically for Emma. Is she down here? No, I don't know what I've done with it. It's hanging up over there. Again, I do fly quads, not very rarely, but I do enjoy flying them. Don't get me wrong. Again, if it's a windy day, can't fly normal fixed wing models. A quad is a semi-good substitute in short. And anyway, I'm absolutely raping the 1300 battery packs which I've got here, and I needed some more, so I've bought some 1300s. Now I also have some 1500 packs on the way to me as well. Been waiting absolutely ages for those to come into stock from Banggood, and yeah, they've literally only come in stock in the last couple of days, and I've been and bought some of those. And what I'll do, I'll put links to both these 1300 packs and the 1500 packs as well. So yeah, look at the reviews on these. Really, like, overall, like, absolutely fantastic for these. So yeah, happy days. So in summary, what have we had? We've had some wings, we've had some ESCs, we've had some FPV cameras, we've had some nose cones, we've had some propellers, we've had some batteries, we've had some SMA connectors, we've had servos turn up here as well, and something else which I can't remember. In short, there's we've had shed loads, and that's the thing. I was here doing my best trying to save up as much mail as I could so that we could do one of these RC mail opening episodes together, because I do feel that it's a good thing for us to share what we're actually getting, because like I said, we don't sometimes when we're buying online from that flat screen on the computer, we don't really know what we're going to be getting. And if I can help you by sharing what I'm buying, such as these or these lion packs, and there's me going saying, actually, these aren't bullshit. There's some decent amount of gravity in there, and if they're saying that those are 2,500. To be honest, I don't think they're going to be far off it, because there's a decent amount of weight in it. They're not as heavy as the 3,500s, but as a collective, those four there's some weight in it, and we're not getting diddled. So anyway, that's my point. I hope I kind of make sense. So with that said, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this episode. If you've got any questions about any of the products which you've been and seen here, please just ask in the comments section underneath this video. Remember, every single one of these items was bought out of my own cash for my own abuses. Taking those batteries, for example, I am going to rag the complete nuts off those. Well, I'll take it steady for the first 2 flights. After that, they're going to get absolutely mullered. So if they start showing signs of getting puffed, you're going to know, because Matt's not going to be very happy. So, and if you have been and bought or used or anything else, maybe like those HobbyKing servos for ESCs, which we spoke about, or maybe those servos, and you've had good or bad experiences, for example, then please do share those in the comments so that other people can learn from your experiences too. I would personally highly value that. Anyway, time for me to go. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I shall see you again shortly. Cheerios!